So OPEC faces a very difficult situation right now where oil prices are depressed and they have the challenge to propel prices higher at a time when global demand is slow, investor sentiment is very fragile. So 500,000 barrels per day would be necessary to slightly boost prices, even if it's for a very temporary short-term period. So a decision to not cut this much would be seen as a sign of weakness on the group's part, a sign that they have exhausted their capabilities and willingness to manage output going forward.
How much support do you think that 500,000 barrels a day, which of course takes the figure now up to 1.7 million barrels on top of the previously announced cuts, how much support will that provide to oil markets? Because despite the fact that this hasn't been signed, it is just a recommendation, oil markets not really reacting positively to the news.
Like I said, any effect on prices would be very limited, very short term.
How limited though? Are we talking, you know, 0.5%, 1%?
Well, I'd let the market decide on the percentages, but basically it's going to be very limited, provided, given the fact that oil demand is already so slow. I do view the OPEC Plus meeting as a secondary driver to oil prices. The main driver to oil prices going forward will be investor sentiment on the back of a very challenging global economic outlook, the trade tensions, and very slow global demand for oil. So the OPEC Plus meeting is definitely secondary, and any boost would be very limited.
Does that bring into question the relevance of OPEC then going forward as, of course, a cartel that has the ability to move prices?
OPEC will always be important to the oil market, mainly because of the size of reserves they hold, the control over the amount of production they have. Although more recently, we've seen mostly Saudi Arabia and Russia deciding issues going forward, but OPEC will most certainly be still very important.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.